everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I'm sharing with you my first impressions on the Monochrome Manga Club selections for the month of February. So the Monochrome Manga Club is an in-real-life manga club that I host, and we read 2 first-in-a-series selections, and we're currently doing 2 full series reads. So the selections for the month of February were Volume 1 of Failed Princesses by Ajichi, and this one's published by 7 Seas, rated teen. First volume of My Love Mix-Up by Wataru Hinekure and art by Aruko. This one is published by Viz, rated teen. And our 2 series reads that we're currently doing, we're currently on volumes 9 and 10 of Tokyo Revengers by Ken Wakui. This one's published by 7 Seas, rated older teen. And then we are also reading Haikyuu, and we read volumes 10, 11, and 12. This one's by Haruichi Furudate, published by Viz, rated teen. So because this is a first impressions video, I will not be sharing with you my thoughts on Tokyo Revengers or Haikyuu, but if you're interested in hearing what I thought on these volumes, you can definitely check out my Desus 19 diaries. So let's go ahead and start off with Volume 1 of Failed Princesses. So this story starts off about these 2 girls in high school. Our girl here is like a princess of the school. Lots of people like her, and she tries to be real coiffed in her appearance and things like that. And then we have this girl here, who's kind of the girl that everybody makes fun of, including our kind of princess character. So one day, the princess character finds out with the rest of her classmates that her boyfriend is not exclusive to her. And so it's kind of become one of those spotlight things. And she's really embarrassed because now a whole bunch of people know. And our other character here ends up like finding her in like the depths of her astonishment at the situation, and kind of like just says, look, you know, he was a butthead. Anyone would understand what kind of situation you're going through. And they kind of start building a friendship from that encounter. This was okay. I didn't really enjoy this volume. There wasn't really a lot to it. Lots of like high school things going on. I'm not really enjoying the dynamic between our 2 characters at this point. It's kind of pulling on a trope that I don't really enjoy. Comes across towards the end of this volume. And yeah, this was just an okay start to a series. I have heard that this series gets better, like closer to the end. But if I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm wanting to put that amount of effort or money into a series where I'm just feeling mediocre on. There are so many series that I'm in the middle of or I have interest in that I would rather invest in than to try to get through and spend money on a series that I'm kind of feeling lukewarm on. So yeah, for me, this didn't really have anything that felt very different. The characters didn't really pull me in, and like I said, there was that little bit of a trope that I'm seeing that happened towards the end of this volume that I don't really enjoy. So I do not think that I will be continuing with this one. If it is available from the library or my library system, I might consider reading a little bit more, and maybe that will pull me in, but I'm not willing to buy more volumes of this to see if that's going to be the case. So yeah, volume 1 of Failed Princesses. And then the other volume we read was volume 1 of My Love Mix-Up. I'm sure you all know what this is about. I'm very, very late to the game on this one. So this is about our 3 characters here on the cover. Our guy character here on the bottom ends up forgetting his eraser for the test that day. So he asks his neighbor to borrow her eraser, and she gives him one because she's got an extra, and he happens to find that there's a name on it. And then this guy ends up picking up the eraser off the floor because it dropped off the guy's table, and sees it, and it happens to be his name. So now this guy thinks that this guy likes him. This guy thinks that this girl likes him. And so, big mix-up. And it just gets more mixed up once you get to the end of this volume. But in any case, I really enjoyed this. I don't know why it took me so long to pick this one up. I've heard such great things about it. I really, really enjoyed this volume. Haven't watched the anime. I think there's an anime. I know there's a live action. Is there an anime? I'm not sure. But in any case, I enjoyed this one. I was about halfway through this volume when I was telling my daughter had come in to see me, and I was like, I think we need to pick up some more of this. And we already had like 4 volumes, I think, so I'm definitely going to be collecting the rest of this one and completing it. But yes, very, very entertaining volume. I really, really enjoyed it. That little twist at the end had me kind of laughing, definitely smiling, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. I just really enjoyed this one, so I'll definitely be continuing with that one. So that's pretty much my only thoughts on this month's volumes. Now, before I let you go, I do want to let you know what we will be reading for the month of March. So we're doing a little bit of a new thing with my manga club members this year, where I'm having them individually. Every month, there is one selected member who gets to bring 3 volumes or 3 series that they're really interested in to the club, and then pitch those series to us as to why they're interested in this, or if it's a volume they've already read, why they think we should read it, and then we vote off the 3 selections that they bring to read one of the volumes. This month, the girl that was supposed to bring her selections, she hasn't been with the club for a long time, but all of the selections that she brought, we had already read. And so she ended up choosing this particular one, and the members had a lot of interest in it. I think most of them have seen the anime adaptation. And so it was decided that we would read this one. It is quite a chunky one. This is Wolf Children by Wolf Children, Ame and Yuki. Original story by Mamoru Hosada. Art by Yu and character design by Yoshiyuki Sadamoto. This one is published by Yen Press, I believe. As you can see, it's a hardcover manga. It is a manga. I will open up to the first pages so that you can see. It is a manga. I'm pretty sure this is published by Yen Press. Yes, it is published by Yen Press. And when we looked it up, it said it was rated teen on the Yen Press website. So this is a story about our woman on the cover, and when she's in college, she ends up in a romance with a guy, and she finds out that he is actually part wolf or something like that. Yeah. And so she ends up pursuing this relationship with this guy, and they end up having children. And then one day, the father of her children is taken away. And so she's left to raise her children alone. So it should follow the story of her raising her kids who are by species, because they're also part wolf, and figuring out how to do that, figuring out how to be a single mom and things like that. I will say that I had no interest in reading this, like, ever. You may not know this about me, but I am a single mother. And so I don't typically like to read situations that are very close to home or too, like, realistic, too close to things that are real life for me. And so that's why this series never really caught any interest for me. Now, that being said, there is a paranormal aspect to this that may change things and make it not so close to home for me, but we will definitely see. This is definitely a chunky one. It's about 500 something pages, and so it is going to take a little bit longer, but we'll see what I think about that one. So yes, we will be reading this as one of our volumes. And then the volume that I chose for us to read was purely because we are doing March Mystery Madness in the month of March. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I am a host of March Mystery Madness. I have been a host for almost all of March Mystery Madness. I participated in every year that March Mystery Madness has been on, and this is our 10th year. And so I could not pick a selection that had a mysterious element to it. So I decided that for March Mystery Madness, we would read Volume 1 of Dead Company by Yoshiki Tonagai. This one is published by Tokyo Pop and rated older teen. So this one follows a guy that seemed to have survived a real-life battle royale to the death. And he has lingering trauma and guilt from the experience and, you know, the trauma and stuff that the media has left him. So he's kind of empty. He doesn't really have anything going on in his life. And then he's invited to interview for a role with a major game developer on the basis of his prior experience. And so he almost turns it down, but he thinks this is his first chance to lead a normal life and work a normal job. And so he decides to accept their offer. And unfortunately, their interest in him is probably more than he's bargained for. So definitely, I think we'll have some mysterious elements in it. The back of this definitely says it's horror, but I feel like there are going to be mysterious elements within the story. This one is rated older teen, and because it's Tokyo Pop, it tells you why it's rated older teen. So this one says it's due to violence, blood, eye gouging, and gore. So just know that going in if you decide to read along with us. So those will be our two first in the series selections. I will also tell you that I believe this one is available for me from Hoopla through my library. So if you have a library card, check to see if your library offers the Hoopla app. And if they do, check to see if this one is available. All the libraries have different kind of levels of access to Hoopla. So even though it may be available for me, it might not be available to you. It just depends on your library. So check to see if you're able to read that digitally through your library's Hoopla app. But yes, definitely looking forward to that. And if you're interested in reading anything mystery and joining us in March Mystery Madness, please do. It's a full month-long reading event where we promote and read mysteries throughout the month of March. I do have a manga for mystery readers recommendations video that I will link here if you're interested in seeing some other mystery titles that you might be interested in reading. And I am planning to do another one sometime during the month of March. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely check out my video, like I said, or if you have some mystery manga recommendations for me, leave them down in the comments below. I'd really be interested to know if you have any of those. So in addition to those first in a series selections, like I said, we are doing full series reads. So we're continuing our series read of Haikyuu with volumes 13, 14, and 15. Really interested to get into this part. They are in a tournament, and so those are always really fun and exciting. So looking forward to continuing with that. And then we've got volumes 11 and 12 of Tokyo Revengers by Ken Wakui. So really enjoying this series so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that one's going to go as well. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. Like I said, let me know down in the comments below if you have any manga mystery recommendations for me, or if you have read the selections for this month. Let me know what you thought of them, or if you're planning to read our selections for March, let me know that as well. You can always join our discussion down in the description box below. I have a Discord link, and we have threads for all of our, or a good chunk of our previous reads, or you could just chat with us about whatever you're reading at the time. And so that's always available in the description box below. And if nothing else, and you'd just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me a magnifying glass emoji for March Mystery Madness down in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated and would really help me out. And that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.